the city of the sun. You could have stayed, it's only over when the day is done. I never knew you was a runner, yeah. I mistook you for a son. It don't matter what we think when it's all over. 'Cause this is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah. This is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah.
Archie, is it fun?
Fun.
Fun.
After me. Ready? Happy?
Happy.
New?
New?
New.
Was wrong to say I wouldn't change a thing, 'cause in the story of our lives, the best of times through color glass, time rolls on enough to let me move on past, but every little now and then it creeps on back to shade my smile.
Okay, so that's a picture. Continue to be generational fumble for the royal family. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I say a fumble for the royal family, not for the Sussexes or us. Okay, I can never unseen this. What? The resemblance as well. What are they talking about? I thought vision care was free in your country. Not that Meghan will mind being compared to another beautiful and strong woman, but outside their hair color, literally, none of their features are the same. I really don't know what these people... Okay, let's leave that. Okay, so there's some of the squad. I was just gonna leave that alone. Okay, they fumble, making reference to the royal family. Guess the royal family fumbled the bag in the era. We are glad they fumbled. The archaic institution will have limited her. Yep. They wanted her to be 50% or less of herself.
Told, been given advice that it would be best if she could be 50% less than she was.
Wow.
That was the quote. If she could be 50% less. And I remember hearing that in 2018 and said specifically to her, I don't know how you're going to survive being half of yourself.
Wow, I think it's
The Sussex's existence just makes the little bit of busy work the royals do embarrassing. The contrast of Meghan speaking at a Women's Empowerment Summit while they pick apples and giggle is such a stark contrast and makes the left behind look so sad. Yeah, I saw some stuff about them. It's kind of sad. They caught lightning in a bottle, not once but twice. Twice, first with Diana, then Meghan. May they truly be blessed with what they deserve for their diabolical treatment of these two women. Okay, I'm glad she got out of that system of abuse. Well, William kicked them out, so we need to give thanks to William for that. The British royal family have shown their true colors. I'll no longer look upon that institution the same way. They're not useful for modernity. Our world is too diverse for their racist palate. Like I was saying, if they had left Meghan alone, the way they have been doing their things so subtle under the radar, they would have continued. But it seems like they can't leave Meghan alone, so people are seeing them for who they are. When they thought they were pushing Meghan and Harry out, but they were revealing themselves. Meghan Markle, Fortune Most Powerful Women Summit 2025. Beautiful, just beautiful. Close enough. Welcome back, Rachel Zane. Simply fabulous, stunning, gorgeous. This lady, there's the laugh. I'm so relieved she can finally wear colors. That means that was a terrible summit. Okay, if you think so. Next tweet. It's very sad. This is why she leaves her comment section closed. A businesswoman. There's that. My God, she looks absolutely glowing. There's that. Boss lady. That's an ad. Next tweet. Go follow JTB if you are on some of platform. Not everyone can be on stage at 14 Most Powerful Women, and that's okay. Okay? You didn't have to come so hard. Some of them need to stick to cutting grass. That's what the others were doing. Agreed, there's that, the shade. Not everyone wants to spend the £14,500 to do so. It's not Meghan's fault, you poor Leslie and Harris. What on earth are you? Okay, what on earth are you on? Oh, and I'm not. Just so you know, what's your... Oh, I don't know. This is childish thing. Not a single other British royal woman could do this. This is why they don't do interviews. They are unable to speak unscripted. But Meghan Sussex can. She was magnificent. Congratulations, Meghan. The way the royal family traded eloquence and charisma for mediocrity, wow. Exactly. All right. Whatever's here, that's said. There's that. It is a game show. What? Not everyone can afford. There's that thing again. Yes, because you have to pay. Exactly. Okay. I don't know. All right. Let's leave that alone. Well, she's still speaking. She's speaking. She respond and whatever. Oops. What just happened here? Oh, is that a thread? Looks like... Oh my God. That's a thread. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, it is a thread. So let's start from the top. Coming to you this AM from the 14 Most Powerful Women Summit in DC, where the room's starting to fill up before Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex, speak about her as ever brand and the opportunities and challenges of life as a highly visible founder. Okay, so these are some of the pictures. Meghan rejoined Instagram in January after a long hiatus. Will she go on TikTok? I don't know. I've had a very complicated relationship with social media. I also recognize the role it plays in business. More Meghan on social media. If you can show up in these spaces and be on the side of good, there's tremendous value in that. Okay, some of the things we heard in the video. As a CEO, Meghan says she's been, quote, very decisive about having a lean team, end quote, and she seeks out people with different point of view. You want people who's going to push back, says Meghan. Oh, unlike the royal family, they want people to give a yes sir, and that's it. All right. Will as ever products make their way into stores such as Target? Meghan says with her brand, she wants to get back to things that are tactile. My intention would be to have really bespoke small retail collaboration, but says larger retailers will make sense in future. Meghan doesn't say whether there will be a season 3 of the Netflix series with Love Meghan, but says people want content in different sizes. It's amazing to be able to sit and watch a show for 30 minutes, but how can I give you a recipe in 2 minutes? All right. So these are some of the things we've seen on some of the videos that I share. Meghan on the importance of being financially independent. quote, financial independence is what gives you the freedom of choice. And I think in this day and age, we all need to be able to have our autonomy. Meghan wraps up her Fortune Most Powerful Women session by saying, as women, when we support each other, we're not just supporting each other's lives, we are supporting each other's legacies. Only stupid people want yes people. Only stupid people want yes people working for them. Anyone who wants to do well wants people who can push back and have their own views and can challenge you. As ever, has great products. Well done, Meghan. Like I was saying in one of the videos I did this week, someone mentioned something in the comment section. And I forgot how it went. And I did go in the comment to read what the person said, where I said, look, I'm the only one. I'm recording, I'm editing, and I'm the one who's doing everything. Okay? So if I had someone else after, let's say, I edit the video, but before I publish it, and someone else look at it and say, okay, maybe you should say this different way, things like that, you know, I would have changed it. But this is what constructive criticism can do for you. It will make you better, not worse. If you have someone who wants you to grow, your business to grow, you want someone who can challenge you. And yes, you have to have the initial ideas, and then your initial ideas can feed back on your employees to say, maybe you could do this way or that way. Okay? Translation, she can't keep stuff. Oh, please. There's the thumbs down. Oh, this is the thing. These people, there's so much you could learn from what she just said here. But these people, whatever. Let's leave them alone, because this is exactly why she keeps her comment section closed. Next one. Okay, what is this about here? Spare DC as ever. Let's put this last. I still have some tweet regarding Meghan thing, so let's move this. Okay, it started from this. I kept this. That foreign office must still hate them for that. Okay, continue to be a generational fumble for the royal family. Okay, that foreign office must still hate them for that. And there's the laugh here. They did not send the fortune anywhere far from Britain since the 2022 debacle. LOL. Yep. Meanwhile, let's pause that. Meanwhile, the British press to Meghan and Harry. I hate you but love you. I can't explain it. Next tweet. Okay, so let's see here. The brief period she worked for free. Making reference to the UK. When she was over there, she worked for free. My God, sis has no intention of mentioning the brief period she worked for free. We are talking financial independence, baby. That's that. They were determined to make her poor, those demons. Let's go into that. That was a retweet. Okay, I read that already. The squad are laughing. You forgot to add without being fed because Harry's father said he cannot afford it.
Driving us out into the fields, asked about Meg. Not with great interest, just casually. Still, he didn't always ask, so I was pleased. She's good, thanks. Does she want to carry on working? Say again. Does she want to keep on acting? Oh, I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't think so. I expect she'll want to be with me, doing the job, you know, which would rule out Suits, since they film in Toronto. I see. Well, darling boy, you know there's not enough money to go around. I stared. What was he banging on about? He explained, or tried to. I can't pay for anyone else. I'm already having to pay for your brother and Catherine. I flinched. Something about his use of the name Catherine. I remembered the time he and Camilla wanted Kate to change the spelling of her name because there were already 2 royal ciphers with a C and a crown above. Charles and Camilla? It would be too confusing to have another. Make it Catherine with a K, they suggested. I wondered now what came of that suggestion. I turned to Willie, gave him a look that said, "You listening to this?" His face was blank. Pa didn't financially support Willie and me and our families out of any largesse. That was his job. That was the whole deal. We agreed to serve the monarch, go wherever we were sent, do whatever we were told, surrender our autonomy, keep our hands and feet inside the gilded cage at all times, and in exchange the keepers of the cage agreed to feed and clothe us. Was Pa, with all his millions from the hugely lucrative Duchy of Cornwall, trying to say that our captivity was starting to cost him a bit too much? Besides which, how much could it possibly cost to house and feed Meg? I wanted to say, she doesn't eat much, you know, and I'll ask her to make her own clothes, if you like. It was suddenly clear to me that this wasn't about money. Pa might have dreaded the rising cost of maintaining us, but what he really couldn't stomach was someone new dominating the monarchy, grabbing the limelight. Someone shiny and new coming in and overshadowing him, and Camilla. He'd lived through that before and had no interest in living through it again.
Alright, you are savage, but not wrong, sis. There's that. The squad are just laughing. We don't work for free no more. There's that. These are extra. It was a great conversation. Meghan is intelligent, smart, brilliant. She is focused on the prize at the end of the tunnel, and her vocabulary is amazing. She's way ahead of her time. I'm excited to hear about the November will be the Christmas show. When is the other one? Because the Derangers were saying something about the piano thing. Meghan is trying to overshadow the piano lady. And as Meghan said, is in November. So is the piano ladies in December or November? That should be fun and exciting. Okay, I'm just reading that. I'm not going to go into it. Okay, the Duchess of Sussex Hill deserve their own pose. So here we go. Not only does she look beautiful and sexy, as if she stepped from the suit set, but those heels aren't just beautiful, they are sexy as hell and probably already sold out. Someone said this is what she wore for something. Proposal? Was that the one? I don't know. The squad know more than I do. Her confidence is unmatched. There's that. Meghan is so thoughtful, so intelligent, and so articulate. She really is an amazing role model for women. All right, so that's that. I didn't go into all of them. I just read them. They were extra. Now we are doing the spare thing, the one that I switch over. All right, let's listen to. Oh, it's only 8 seconds. Meghan and I was skin to skin. Why did they put this? All right, let's listen.
Meg and I was skin to skin, and she said, "I've never been more in love with you than in that moment." Really? Meg and I was skin to skin.
I don't know what bring the squad to bring this part here, but I saw it. I had to put it. Okay, every time I see them in public, they look like a couple truly in love. They're obsessed with each other. So she retweeted that and put the spare thing here. Prince Harry after saying skin to skin. I love them. All right, so that was it. I thought it was much longer. All right, so I'm done with my list and I add some new one. If I do another recording later, I'll go on the hashtag Fortune Most Powerful Women Summit 2025 in Washington, D.C. All right, let's do this. Maybe I'll do a different part 1 and part 2. Women don't need to find a voice. They need to be encouraged to use it. The Duchess of Sussex. Great to see Princess Meghan speaking at Fortune Most Powerful Women Summit in Washington, D.C. today. She blacked her comment, so that's that. So there's a video here. Meghan, Duchess of Sussex, takes center stage at the Fortune Most Powerful Women Summit in Washington, D.C. This is a video. Oh my God, there's 248 comments. I'll read some, not all. And this is extra. Let's go into it. Screenshot, pause. Screenshot, okay? But just listen to the audio.
Doing Confessions of a Female Founder as I was building this. I'd always loved the podcast, how I built this. And I thought, could we do something that feels a little bit like the tenor of how I'm building this? And really be candid, both talking to females. Doing Confessions of a Female Founder as I was building this. I'd always...
Oh, yeah. Cancel.
Loved the podcast.
Let's read some of the comments. She's so beautiful and articulate. I really enjoy watching and listening to this. Total boss. This woman is so intelligent and articulate in addition to being stunning. Meghan Sussex. Okay, so there's the haters. Forget that. This is a question for, what is it? For the other one. There's that. Let me pause for a sec. I was going to respond, instead I just black. Alright, let's go to the next one here. Meghan Sussex. No Fortune Most Powerful Women Summit, Washington, D.C. What? No Fortune? Okay. There's that. Meghan Sussex. Again, why no Fortune 5? Okay. pretty much everything. Most of these comments are blocked. What is this? As women, we support each other. I think I covered some of these already. All right, so that is it. Let's do prayer. Prayer for protection and prosperity. Let's look for an image. What the first one? Lord, protection and prosperity. O Lord in heaven, I come before you today for the sake of prosperity and protection. You're the protector of Daniel and the benefactor of the Israelites. Father, bless me so that I may prosper, and all the things I do in my life, I shall prosper financially, spiritually, and health-wise by your will. O God, I pray you also protect me so that I will live a long and fruitful life. In Jesus' name, amen. All right, so I think that was pretty good. Please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. If you want to support this channel, there's a PayPal link and a Cash App link in the description. You could donate. Those who have donated, thank you. I need to do a thumbnails for this. I've been so busy and didn't get a chance to do that. All right, so that's it. Thank you for watching.